Hello. There are two concepts here that I would like to explain a little bit. One is the concept of development, and the other is the concept of finance as they apply in this world of development finance. In 2000, the year 2000, the leaders of the world made a commitment to, quote, eradicate extreme poverty. Now, extreme poverty means for an individual to be living on $1.25 per day. Very, very little. To eradicate this extreme poverty and to improve the health and welfare of the world's poorest people within 15 years. Well, it's 15 years later. Now, this commitment was set forth in the United Nations Millennium Development Declaration, and the vision of eradicating extreme poverty and improving the health and welfare of the world's poorest people was expressed in 8 development goals. Millennium Development Goals. There were 8 of them. Extreme poverty in these intervening 15 years has indeed declined significantly. In 1990, nearly half of the population of the developing world lived on less than $1.25 a day, and that proportion has now dropped to 14%. So progress has been made there. In the area of primary school enrollments, for example, has gone way up from 57 million to 100 million now. The financing for these Millennium Development Goals has traditionally been a combination of private philanthropy and ODA, which is Official Development Assistance. Now, this is money transferred between governments. However, in the year 2008, the world entered into a global financial crisis that started here in New York and has resulted in both governments and the philanthropic sector having less money to put into development. So, now in 2015, two things have happened. One, the concept of development has expanded and become more specific. Whereas there were 8 development goals in 2000, now there are 17 sustainable development goals with 169 specific targets. On the finance side of the issue, the global financial crisis has forced us to begin to think creatively about how to combine the resources of both the public and the private sectors in order to mobilize the internal resources of individual countries. So there are public and private partnerships that are developing to bring in, or the term is crowd in, the trillions of dollars necessary of previously unavailable funds to finance these sustainable development goals. And we hope, certainly over the next 15 years, to see progress in the same way that we have seen it in the past 15 years. Thank you.